Man, this timeline is crazy, man.
I know. So many things coming at one time.
Welcome back. A hearing is set for next Tuesday in the case for Sean Diddy Combs. This just days after jurors delivered a mixed verdict in his trafficking.
Untouchable empire of Sean Diddy Combs is crumbling, and now his children are being dragged into Vicaz. What started as whispers of his legal troubles has exploded into a firestorm, and the front lines of this candle now include his own family. 4 years his children were shielded by theglets and glamour of their father's empire, but now the cracks are showing, and the public is beginning to question whether they were ever as innocent as they appeared. The most shocking development, even chance. The daughter woe has long been...
Are you surprised by the evidence that's already coming out in the criminal trial?
No, I'm not surprised. I experienced some of those things. Witness violence.
Considered the sweetheart of the family, spines implicated in allegations that could be portrayed as the quiet, grounded on, the daughter who stayed out of the spotlight. Seemingly immune to the controversies that have plagued her father's career, but those days may be over. Industry insiders are buzzing about claims that chance, far from buying an innocent bystander, may have enabled some of the darker sides of Diddy's empire. What exactly does that mean? Bombshell statement from none other than Jaguar Wright, a voice known for exposing music industry secrets, added fuel to the fire by declaring that non-AF Diddy's children are entirely innocent. Could Chance's sweet demeanor have been a mask for something more complicit? The contrast is staggering, and the implications could unravel thellest threads of the Combs families. There are the twins, Jesse and Dilla, just 17. They've already mastered the art of living in the public eye, strutting down red carpets, attending elite events, and posing for magazine spreads. Yet their glamorous appearance amid Diddy's legal turmoil have raised eyebrows, with critics calling their behavior tone deaf.
Things that I experienced with him were monster-like. That stuff almost destroyed my life.
And entitled, but that's just the surface. Rumors are swirling that these twins, often seen as the fun-loving party girls off the family, might have a much dark carol behind the scenes. Several sources speculated that Jesse and Dilla are acting as informants for their father, feeding him crucial updates about family dynamics during their jailhouse visits. Could these two be the ultimate insiders, keeping tabs on Averian and everything for Diddy's benefit? The twins' recent visit to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn has only deepened the intrigue. According to reports, they traveled from Los Angeles specifically to see their father, accompanied by their late mother. Kim Porter's close friend Lala, who has been their caretaker. While this might seem like a heartfelt family reunion on the surface, some insider shove suggested that the visit had ulterior motives. Could this have been a calculated move to gather intel, or even weigh public sentiment in Diddy's favor? The idea that
Lean businessman who rise to the top because he was such a powerful and smart, educated man. I had no idea that he had this other side to him. And when I started to get exposed to his lifestyle, I started to really realize, like, this guy has an addiction. It's not just, once every few weeks, it's every day, every hour.
two teenage girls could be caught up in such a high-stakes game is both shocking and heartbreaking. And timing of their visit has also sparked questions. Just days before Diddy's mother, Janice publicly defended Herson in a statement, calling him not the monster they've painted him to be. Was this coordinated messaging designed to soften the family's image as the trial unfolds? The twins' behavior during their father's incarceration has only added to the speculation. Despite the gravity of the charges against him, Jesse and Dilla have continued to post beat content on social media, showcasing a life of luxury and privilege. Critics have called their online presence a stark contrast to the seriousness of the accusations, accusing them of being out of touch. But could their actions be more strategic than they appear? Adding to the drama is the theory that Diddy's children are dividendo factions. Some believe that Quincy
excuse me, that she was Diddy's ex-assistant. She said he her, sexually assaulted her in various ways multiple times. He exacted unbelievable violence against her, threatened her. At one point, allegedly threatened to take her phone and use anything.
Justin and Christian, the older sons, are united in their unwavering support for their father, while the younger daughters, including Chance and Thetwins, are navigating a more complex relationship. Just last year, Quincy and Christian were reportedly seen at Diddy's Beverly Hills mansion during a raid that uncovered disturbing evidence, including thousands of bottles of baby oil and other items linked to the infamous events central to the allegations. While the older boys appear to be standing firmly by Diddy's side, the younger generation seems caught in awe of personal loyalty and publicist family dynamics that are under the microscope. The shadow of Diddy's late partner, Kim Porter, looms large over the current scandal. The mother of 4 of his children, Porter's tragic passing in 2018 has been a source of endless speculation, with some claiming that her untimely demise was more than just a natural tragedy. Her demise was sophishly ruled as pneumonia.
Just got this new audio from the Diddy trial, and it is pretty explosive. This is audio of a voicemail that Diddy left to the Jane Doe who's been testifying in this trial for the last couple days. And he sounds really annoyed. He's talking about her maybe giving him the silent treatment, and his response is, I got a busy life, I can't be dealing with your silent treatment, and we got to keep...
But conspiracy theorists and even close family friends like Albert Havas suggested otherwise. Could her knowledge of Diddy's alleged misconduct have put her in harm's way? And if so, what does it mean for the children she left behind? The twins, Jesse and Zella, have even particularly vocal about preserving their late mother's legacy. They've spoken publicly about how much they miss her, and have even used their social media platforms to honor her memory. Boothus has done little to quell the rumors surrounding their father or their own involvement in the unfolding drama. Some industry insiders have even speculated that the twins might hold key information about their mother's final days. Information that could shed light on the darker corners of Diddy's empire. Could their recent behavior be an attempt to distance themselves from the growing scandal? Or is it part of a larger strategy orchestrated by their question remains? Much. Do they know? If Jesse and Delilah truly are acting as informants, what secrets could they be keeping? Some have suggested that their visits to Diddy in jail are more than
17 in the Diddy trial as the biggest one yet. Guess what? Bingo, you won, because today was probably the most eventful day as far as things that happened that were said on the stand, and most importantly, things that the judge said, because Diddy almost got kicked out of his own
familial support that they're part of a calculated effort to protect the empire their father built. Others believe they're being used as pawns in a larger game, manipulated into roles they didn't fully understand. Either way, the stakes couldn't be higher. Could this Beatty ultimate betrayal orchestrated Beef man who claims to love them most? Who this adopted son is perhaps the most deafening of all. The while his sibling Shiv made public appearances, voiced their support, or at least maintained a visible presence. Quincy has chosen a different path, staying eerily quiet in the face of his father's spiraling scandals. Some see this as a bold act of defiance, a way to separate himself from the chaos and protect his career in Hollywood. But others whisper that Quincy's silence is more calculated, even sinister. Could he be holding on to secrets that the rest of the family is too afraid to share? Or is he simply distancing himself from the fallout to more striking as the rumored tension between him and Diddy's legal team? Speculation has grown that Quincy's refusal to publicly support his father wasn't just a personal choice, but a deliberate act to undermine the carefully crafted family narrative. According to industry insiders, this has led to heated discussions behind closed doors, with some even accusing Quincy of turning his back on the family. But is that really the case?
Pilgrim, thanks for streaming with us. Incredibly graphic testimony today in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. And we have to warn you, some of what you hear.
Or could he be protecting himself from getting dragged into the legal storm that seems to be swallowing the entire Combs dynasty? After all, staying silent isn't the same as staying uninvolved. The real question is, what does Quincy know and why isn't saying anything? Adding to the intrigue is Quincy's own career trajectory. As an actor and musician, he's worked hard to carve out an identity separate from Diddy's overwhelming shadow. From starring in films like The Holiday Calendar to his music ventures, Quincy has always been seen.
And a lot of people saying it's square peg, round hole, that we know that there are multiple jurors on both sides. It's not just one holdout, that on racketeering, they are stuck. But they have reached a decision on trafficking as it results with...
...as the independent one. The son Hakud thrive without relying on his father's name. But in the midst of this candle, his independence feels more like isolation. Could Quincy be using this opportunity to finally break free from Diddy's influence? Or is his silence a form of quiet rebellion, a way of saying, I won't be anyone's pawn? The tension is palpable, and it's hard not to wonder, is Quincy's silence a protective shield or a ticking time hand? Then there's Lala. The woman who has stepped in as caretaker for the twins, Jesse and Delilah, since their mother Kim Porter's passing. On the surface, she seems like a loyal friend. Someone Nuho has taken on the enormous responsibility of guiding to teenage girls through unimaginable challenges. But whispers from those close to the family suggest that Lala's role might not be as innocent as it appears. Could she be playing a double game, protecting twins while also shielding Diddy secrets? Or worse, could she be enabling the very behavior that has drawn...
Where Diddy said to her,
Showed her
she
the video.
testified
Showed her the
that
freak-off video.
he showed her a video of a freak-off that she participated in and said, if you don't participate in another freak-off when we get to New York, I'm going to put this video out. I'm going to send it to your mother.
And that's coercion.
She testified
if it's true.
to that.
If the jury
if they believed her,
yeah.
that's coercion.
So much criticism toward Jesse and Dilla in recent months. Rumors have surfaced that Lala has been helping the twins maintain their high-profile lifestyle even as their father's empire crumbles. From glamorous photo shoots to exclusive events, the twins seem determined to live as though nothing has changed. Boutwell is funding this lifestyle, and why? Some insiders claim that Lala has been quietly managing the twins' public image, ensuring that they stay in the spotlight, while carefully avoiding any direct association with Diddy's legal troubles? Is this a genuine act of care? Or is Lala helping to orchestrate a distraction, keeping the focus on the twins' glittering lives while Thefamali's darker secrets remain hidden? The speculation doesn't stop there. A few sources have even suggested that Lala's involvement might go deeper than onion suspects. Could she be acting
Breaking news out of New York City. The jury in the Sean Diddy Combs racketeering conspiracy and trafficking trial has reached a verdict on 4
between the twins and Diddy, relaying information, or even helping to coordinate their visits to him in jail. If so, what information is being gexed, and why? The idea that Lala might be more than just a caretaker adds another layer of complexity to an already tangled web. Is she a protector, a puppet master, or something in between? And how much of her loyalties with the twins? How much with continues to mount? There's a growing sense that the siblings' loyalty to their father could be masking a deeper, malevolent tension within their ranks. Behind the public smiles and carefully curated social media posts, cracks may already be forming in the family's soon-aided front. Chance, once considered the quiet, grounded